Hey, what's going on, guys? Dr. Sean J. Harris here with Generational Wealth Academy. I want to talk to you about qualifying and quantifying yourself as a leader in business and finances in particular. So many of you guys know I'm a 36-time author. We are very proven and vetted in what we do in business, as many people follow my family and I to see the growth that all of us have as a family unit of entrepreneurs. So one of the things I want to focus on is many times a lot of people are sharing information about wealth creation, but they aren't necessarily proven and can't prove it that they're teaching what they're teaching. Okay. All of the fundamentals and principles that my family and I teach about business, we are very proven. I come from a family of entrepreneurs. My family actually owned the first two African-American owned hotels in the Atlanta area during the pre-civil rights era, otherwise known as the Chitlin Circuit. And what that was, a lot of entertainers back then, like Sam Cooke, Aretha Franklin, James Brown, Otis Redding, whenever they came to town, they had to either stay in their cars or they had to stay in black-owned hotels only because they were not received in white establishments. So that's the lineage of where I come from. My parents own companies. My wife and I, we own multiple companies today. Both of our smaller children own multiple companies as well today. Six-figure companies, might I add. So what I want to do is I want to take the time. I was actually just kind of going through some of my old documents from my CPA, and I wanted to share something with you guys. So first, I want to talk about the three types of education. You have what's called an academic or scholastic education. This type of education teaches us how to read, write, and our arithmetic. So this is designed for us to go get a job. Okay. Now, after that, we have what's called a professional education. A professional education typically hones in on our skill sets, and we start fine-tuning that education in specific skill sets, such as being perhaps an engineer, a biochemist, a doctor, an attorney, anything like that, where you're kind of focusing in, and it typically requires continuing education. The third type of education, this type of education is not taught in the school system, and it's called a financial education. The school system stops with the first two, but to be financially educated and increase your financial savvy and business acumen, this is going to require self-learning. You see the books behind me? I have books behind me over here, down there, books off camera on a whole nother bookshelf. I've written 36 books, as I said, but I've read over 1,500 books since I've graduated from high school. And these are all books based on leadership, finances, business creation, wealth development, and a few other different skill sets that I possess. So what I want to do is I want to take the time and just kind of walk you through the genesis of just one of our companies. I'm going to show you some of my documents I was telling you, my W-2s from, well, 1099s from my security firm that we started back in 2018. So our first year in running that company, we made well over $250,000. We continued duplicating the process, and we scaled that business up to make over $1 million in that company and continued building that business ever since. Now, I'm going to share with you these numbers, and it's just for one of our companies. We own multiple companies. This is just one to walk you through the process of how we scaled our business. So as you look here, you'll see that in 2018 financial statements, you see that one of our contracts, we earned $20,850 from that one company. Another contract company that we had, we made $26,777 that year. And the biggest contract of that security firm that year paid out at $221,634.50. I want to count all my pennies. So that was a total of $269,261.50 in the year of 2018. Let's take a look at the next year, because a lot of times people can say things are flukes, but we continue the process and continue scaling. So in 2019, you'll see one of our contracts was $9,675. Here you see a different contract, which was $15,010. Then you see another one, which was $25,937.50. And the other contract was for $236,376, which amounted to $286,998.50. So that was just one company out of our many companies that we own. And in 2 years, that company alone, revenue was $565,935. $565,935. So we actually practice what we teach. We do what we're saying. We do the numbers that we say we're doing. And this is how we built $1 million empire. So you guys also see the growth that our children are having in their businesses. So I don't say this to impress you, but to impress upon you the information that we have, that we share with our clients, yield them results. We build other 6 and 7 figure business owners as well. We teach people how to build indestructible generational wealth through different practices that we use, different formula strategies and blueprints that we lay out. So if you are serious about your financial future, you're serious about creating a legacy for your kids, grandkids, and generations to come, link up. Go to growfamilylegacy.com. Let's set a time. Tara and I have a goal for 2023. We're going to help 120 families. I'm very intentional and specific about that number. We're helping 120 families scale their incomes from either 5 to 6 figure businesses or households. And those who are already at 6 figures, our goal is to help you scale your business to 7 and 8 figures. Now, here again, you can't teach what you don't do. It's like when you get on an aircraft. The stewardess tells you, in the event of a water landing or emergency landing, as the oxygen mask come down, put your mask on first. We've already put our mask on very successfully. Now we're in a position where we're helping other people put their mask on to create 6, 7, and 8 figure incomes. So if that is you, again, go to growfamilylegacy.com. Let's sit down and set a blueprint for your future and lay out some things that can propel you forward. Because remember, everyone is saying they're making 6 figures. Men lie, women lie, numbers never lie. Statistics prove and show, the data shows that 5.4% of people earn 6 figures or more income. That's nationwide. Now, what that means, to give you a visual conception of that, out of 100 people, only 5 of them are earning 6 figures. Many people are claiming to make 6 figures, but they're not. Data also shows and prove that 30.7% of families collectively earn 6 figures or above. So that's a combination of husband and wife typically, or maybe even husband, wife, and child or children make over 6 figures. The data doesn't lie, people. I've just shared with you data that's registered with the IRS. All right. So again, growfamilylegacy.com. If you're in a position where you are serious about growing your family legacy and building indestructible generational wealth, let's connect. All right, guys, make impact and make money while doing it. I'm Dr. Sean J. Harris.